L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only.
My name is Kiara Valdez. My parents are from the Dominican Republic. I was born in New York City, and yeah.
My name is Stanley Ho. Born in New York City. Parents are from Hong Kong and China. My mom cooked a lot of like home cooked kind of Chinese meals, but they weren't very good because she's not a very good cook.
Like I never had like TV dinners. I had them when I was way older.
Oh, I had a lot of those too.
Yeah, he had a lot of TV dinners as opposed to me. Like someone was always home to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Someone was always there.
Steak.
Mostly was raised by my grandmother, but my mom of course cooked as well. I ate a lot of rice and beans and plátanos, mango and pork and chicken.
Like we grew up really poor, right? So like if there's food on the table, then you eat it. Like if you don't like it, it's too bad. You still gotta eat it. Like,
we had that, but then I would just put it into a napkin and kind of throw it away. The one thing we probably both ate was what? Spam? You ate a lot of spam, you said? Spam. I ate a lot of spam too, but I ate it with plantains as opposed to you ate it with what, rice?
No, we just ate like spam.
He tries a lot harder to learn Spanish. I will give him credit for that. Cantonese, no way.
Silo is literally means little brother. Yeah, and then they call my sister Fei Mui, which is like little fat girl. But she's not even.
It's okay because in Spanish we say gorda or gorda. Yeah, we say gorda. So like as a term in German, so it's basically the same. Cantonese to me is a lot harder than Spanish, but they're definitely.
Especially given the environment.
Yeah, given the environment, you go Miami, he hears a lot more Spanish.
But I mean, I learned
Vaina is the only word I remember.
Plátano.
So it's okay with that.
You need to wait mom for like 10 minutes to wait. So
Mommy! Don't wash dishes! Oh, okay.
We didn't really celebrate like major holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. Like none of us really celebrate. There was like major Chinese holidays like Chinese New Year's, Mid-Autumn. That's like really big. Mid-Autumn is like the, I don't know, Mooncake Festival. I guess that's what.
So September, October-ish, right?
It's like a big harvesting because it's like based on the lunar calendar.
My family, we were very big on holidays growing up. My mom always did Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. There was always a million people around for all the holidays, everyone's birthdays. I
guess we kind of mixed a little bit of like American culture into it. Like, we got like Christmas gifts on Christmas, but we like, we don't have like big dinner.
It wasn't like a big
yeah.
Deal. My mom is like, my parents are pretty Americanized, especially my mom. She's been there since she was a little girl. There isn't a Christmas I can remember where we didn't have like a tree, or we didn't go shopping, or we didn't do watch like holiday specials or Thanksgiving Day parade, or we stay home and we cook all day. Like I love Thanksgiving. That's my favorite holiday by far.
My mom is like super religious. She believes in this type of like kind of Buddhist / folklore thing that a lot of people in Hong Kong and southern China believe in.
Is that Taoism?
It's kind of like Taoism, but it's not fully Taoism either though.
Yeah, I was raised Catholic. We went to church every Sunday, not necessarily with my parents, but my grandmother always took us to church if anything. Went to Catholic school for as long as we could in New York. I moved here when I was 7, so after that it was public school. But I still went to Sunday school.
Alright, so there's like a big meal for Chinese New Year's. There'll be like chicken and roast pork and stuff like that. Like we couldn't eat any of it until it was like blessed first. Like so she had to put it in front of like the altar for like an hour before you could eat any of the food.
Oh. Yeah. The thing is, my mom kind of exposed us. She exposed us to other things too. Like we took Jehovah's Witness classes for a very long time too. Like almost 2 years. At home, they would come on Saturdays at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and we would actually do Jehovah's Witness classes too. So my parents were pretty. Like I would say my parents are pretty open. We weren't strictly like, we have to be Catholic, we have to do this. She just kind of raised us how she was raised, where you get baptized, you do communion, and you do confirmation. I would love to expose my child to all religions to see what fits them best. Like what do they want to follow spiritually and religiously. Children. More than one.
That's a good segue to the next question is...
We both want kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both want kids.
And like I can't imagine having only one kid because I mean I had a sibling. Like I feel like if you have a sibling,
I understand. I feel the same way. I have a brother and sister, and I always liked the number 3. I always liked our combination. It's gonna be in the cards.
I'm just kidding now, but religion I don't really care. I mean, I guess you kind of care. So
I'll do that.
But
my parents always taught you, like, you know, be respectful. Like, you have to respect your elders. You do so more than I do.
That's a cultural thing.
And that's a cultural thing. He has a lot more respect for his elders than I do, and my mom would agree with that. I want to teach him how to cook Spanish food and speak Spanish.
Okay.
I want to incorporate that. I think culture is a lot of food.
I can't guarantee him I can like teach him Chinese or anything.
The thing is, like, I would love to take Spanish with them because my Spanish isn't perfect. I'm always willing to learn. So I feel like if you want to learn Cantonese, you can do so with the child.
Oh no, it would be like Mandarin.
Oh, okay, Mandarin. Yeah. So you can learn Mandarin.
Cantonese is kind of useless. I like you know your big holidays. Like I didn't.
He likes all the big holidays, and how I celebrate them. He likes how I celebrate them, right? How we do Thanksgiving and how we do Christmas in my family, where everyone gets to come, friends, family. If you have nowhere to go, you come over to our house and we celebrate it together. I guess I was a little surprised at how, I don't know, how your family doesn't really celebrate the holidays I do. Because even like the other interrelationships I was in, they always did Thanksgiving and like Christmas. And, like,
that's not really a cultural thing. No.
I know, like your family just doesn't do it.
My family just doesn't do it.
Oh, I am pretty loud. My family's
Asian
loud.
people are really loud too, though.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
But I think of your parents as very quiet.
Yeah, that's because you're around.
Yeah, see, like they put on a different. Like my parents are very honest and open all the time, and I don't know if your parents.
They're not being dishonest.
I know, but like,
polite,
yeah.
You know?
And my family's kind of like you. After 3 meets, like that's it, game over. Like you meet the real family.
I mean, being exposed to different cultures is always good. I mean, I always love, you know, different cultures, like you know, different foods, different type of like practices and stuff like
practices,
like
I like the Chinese holidays, like the moon cakes and all that stuff, like for Mid-Autumn Festival. I love those things. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and I feel
and
like
Chinese New Year's, like a whole week celebration, and I like those things.
When you have someone close, whether it's like a significant other relationship or like even just a close friend, you get exposed to that firsthand as opposed to just like, you know, kind of just seeing it from a distance. But
it is kind of rough when you don't know where you stand with that person's necessarily their family because you are of a different race or I'm a whole different spiel for your family. Like I know your sister's also dating someone who's outside of being Chinese.
And my parents don't care.
Yeah, but your parents are not the norm, I would say. Because my parents,
they're not old school. I mean, they are, but they kind of aren't.
Yeah, and then I've always dated Asian American, so my parents are kind of used to it.
Yeah. I just don't think that like you don't go into it just like, oh, this is gonna be an interracial relationship, you know, like
it's not something that you just think about it that way.
No.
I never thought about it that way.
If it clicks. If it doesn't, you know.
Yeah. I would say if any of our conflicts, they don't arise from our backgrounds or from our personalities.
Yeah.
Any difficulties are from our personalities, not from
Definitely.
our cultural upbringing or background.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing to be interracial.